Bonjour, madame and messieurs. English? All right. Hello, we are the 3 Injectioneers. Our secret mission is injection safety. Now let's begin. On guard. We all know that unsafe injection practices can spread hepatitis, HIV, and other blood-borne infections from patient to patient, sometimes causing serious disease outbreaks and even fatalities. But it's avoidable if we always follow the only one rule. 1 needle, 1 syringe, 1 injection, and only 1 vial. The first part of injection safety is easy. We all know it. Constance is giving her patient an injection. She uses a new syringe and new needle. But did you know that when you give an injection, microscopic amounts of blood can travel back into the needle and into the syringe, even if you're careful not to draw the syringe plunger back. Next, Constance needs to give her patient a shot of a different medicine. This medicine commonly comes in multi-dose vials. As a precaution, she changes the needle for the second injection, assuming that the syringe is not contaminated. But it is, and now the pathogen enters the medication vial. Later, Constance uses the same multi-dose medication vial to give injections to another patient. And this is how an infection spreads. But the good news is, it's avoidable. Just stick to the one rule. Each patient gets 1 needle, 1 syringe, only 1 time. Each vial gets 1 needle, 1 syringe, only 1 time. Does it take a little longer? Yes. Is it worth it? One word, we. Okay, let's talk a little more about vials and injection safety. Remember, always perform hand hygiene prior to preparing and administering medications. I bet you knew that one. Prepare injections in a clean area free of any contaminants and away from sinks, soiled equipment or materials, and away from the patient treatment area. After preparing the injection, remember to label the syringe with the drug name and dose. Check your facility policy for other information that may need to be included on the label. Check the label of the medication to determine if it's a single dose or multi-dose vial. They both come in many shapes and sizes. Check the expiration date. Single-use vials are not meant for long-term storage. They lack a preservative and bacteria will start growing soon after the seal is broken. That's one reason why they must be discarded immediately after the first usage, even if there is still some medication left. For multi-dose vials, it's a little more, how should we say, complicated. If a multi-dose vial is opened or needle punctured, the vial should be dated on that date and then discarded within 28 days. That's called the beyond use date. Simple enough, you opened it, you date it. If it's still around a month later, you chuck it. Unless the manufacturer specifies a different, could be longer or shorter, discard date. If a multi-dose vial has not been opened or needle punctured, it should be discarded according to the manufacturer's expiration date. Also, the beyond use date should never exceed the manufacturer's expiration date. If the vial is opened and you can't find the date when it was first used, then discard it. Multi-dose vials contain a preservative to prevent bacterial growth after the seal is broken. However, this preservative has 0 effect on pathogens that can be introduced by the incorrect usage of needles and syringes. Whenever possible, multi-dose vials should be dedicated to a single patient. Okay, when you're ready to start, disinfect the rubber septum on the medication vial with alcohol prior to piercing. Disinfect the injection site on the patient's skin. After administering the injection, immediately discard the needle and the syringe into a shop's container. And that's it! 1 needle, 1 syringe, 1 injection, 1 vial. Stick to these practices for safe injections and help your patients stay free from infections. Want to know more? Take a look at the CDC Vaccine Storage and Handling Toolkit. And use this QR code and check out the CDC One and Only campaign. Au revoir!